Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Resident Evil tier maker list video. Now, this video I wanted to do for a long time, and I just haven't gotten around to do it. But today we're gonna list every Resident Evil. Now, before I continue, I guess I gotta state this every time. This is my opinion, but it's also facts. So anyway, let's continue. So fuck how you feel. You may get mad, or some of you may agree. It is what it is. You don't like it, dislike the video and move on, champ. But today we're gonna be talking about Resident Evil, and yeah, man, I got some things to say. So I got each box here: perfection, very good, all right, man. Hey yo, hold on, put that right there. Never played, because there are some Resident Evil games I haven't played. So what that means, like, I have no judgment on them. So I'm actually gonna, you know what? Let's switch this down here. There we go. So yes, there's some games I have never played, so I don't really have no judgment on them, but I kind of do know the story of what goes on. So let's start off with Resident Evil Revelations 2. I actually have this game downloaded recently. From what I've played, episode 1, I played episode 1 when it came out. Because you know, it's Claire and Barry, you know, those are my favorite, one of my favorite characters. And from what I played from the first episode, it was nice. The reason I never finished it or continued, because you know they did that whole episode thing, and it was right around the time like those games were popular, like The Walking Dead. They were doing like episodes and whatever. So you know you had to wait a month to get the next episode, and people weren't really feeling that, and I just like kind of forgot just to get them. But I do know what happens in the story. But for me, when I'm playing it, I've only played episode 1, so from when I played, I give it an alright. It feels like a good Resident Evil game. And you know, Claire and Barry. Yo, Barry needs his own separate game. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Resident Evil 7. Let's continue with Resident Evil 7. Ooh. Resident Evil 7 is very good. Despite my gripes with this game, it did bring back that survival horror aspect. And I have many problems with this game. I have many problems with Resident Evil 8, but we're gonna get to that. Resident Evil 7 did bring back the whole map system, the puzzles, the chest, you know, things like that. You know, it was like survival horror. It was pretty scary. But my gripes with it was Ethan is a trash ass character, and the game was in first person. Like when Resident Evil 7 was first announced, I immediately wrote it off because it was in first person. I was like, yo, they're just riding the hype of zombie games, because around that time when this game came out, we had like a lot of co-op zombie games, horde shooters. So I'm like, damn, they're just trying to capitalize off the first personness. But I eventually bought it, actually kind of pre-ordered it, because, you know, I saw more gameplay, and I was like, all right, cool. I did pre-order it, played it, and it was very good. You know, it brought back the old days, you know. So that's crazy, because I like Resident Evil 7, but I don't like 8. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, that's Resident Evil 7. Very good. Um Resident Evil 3D Mercenaries. Now, I didn't play this on the Nintendo DS like how it originally was, but it did come to mobile. I think I played on my iPhone 5, and I played it like around the time the servers was closing. So I came like way at the end of its life cycle. It was like an online thing. You play against other people. I think it was in co-op or PvP, and like other monsters, and you gotta like get the most points or whatever. Um, I played it. It was nice. I mean, it was a man. It wasn't like nothing spectacular, you know, but it did look good on mobile, so it's whatever. Resident Evil 5. Oh man, Resident Evil 5 is going in the Ayo category. And the crazy thing is, I actually like this game. This was like one of my, I think it was my third or second game. This came out on PS3. It was like when I got my PS3. This was like my second or third game that I ever got, and I have fond memories. I even remember that stupid controversy when I was like a kid. Basically, people were upset that this game took place in Africa and you was killing black zombies. Yo, what the fuck, man? That controversy was stupid, bro. And I'm black, and like, it fucking makes sense. Africa's full of black folks. A zombie virus outbreak happens. Well, it's whatever, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. But Resident Evil 5 is where the series went downhill. Now I know people like to say Resident Evil 4, but no. Resident Evil 5 is when things went left, and I actually like this game. Mostly due to the fact, it was my third game ever, and as a kid, I was just happy to play and a new Resident Evil game come out. Plus, Sheva, my baby, and Chris, my boy, Chris, my boy. I don't like how they did him at 8. Oh my god, bro, way too. My review for Resident Evil 8, holy shit. Um, but Resident Evil 5, it just started leaning into more action. Do I even have to say anymore? My nigga, he punches a fucking boulder in a volcano. Do I gotta say anymore? Like, come on, no. It was good. It was fun, but just why? Um, this shit fucking trash. I gotta talk about this too. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna keep spreading the word. I have to do my dude. Um, what's the word? I don't know the word for it. But I'm gonna do good for Jesus. It is 5 a.m. by the time I'm recording this video. By the way, it is 5:26 a.m. It is January 18. As of recording this video, Resident Evil Reverse hasn't been out. We don't know if it's canceled or has been pushed back to another date, but I want my money back because this was given to us with Resident Evil 8. Do you see the problems I'm having with Resident Evil 8? This game, when you bought this game was originally supposed to come with Resident Evil 8, but it never did. That beta was ass. It was supposed to be like a battle royale. But why the fuck do we have battle royale in a Resident Evil game? Can Resident Evil stop doing PvP? Please. Only co-op gameplay, bro. We need an outbreak. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna put this here real quick. Yep, you heard what I said. Um we need an Outbreak remake or remaster. We need co-op games. Resident Evil doesn't need to be a multiplayer game. Cut it out, Capcom, man. I'm going to spread the word about this. I'm going to make a video about it, but I'm also going to talk about this in my Resident Evil 8 review. Like I said, as of 5:27 a.m. January 18, 2020, we still haven't had no official news about this fucking game. I want my money because I paid for this. You give me something, but don't give me that shitty battle royale. They're probably gonna change everything about this. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel about this shitty ass game. Fucking trash. Anybody that supports this shit, you're a bad person. I'm gonna keep saying that. um, Resident Evil Dead. What is this? Dead Aim? I haven't played this. Dark Side Chronicles. I haven't played that. Umbrella Chronicles. I haven't played. But I do know it like these are basically retellings of certain games, and like they're on like on rail shooters. I think these came out for like the Wii or something. But yeah, I do know what they are, but I just never played them, so I don't really have no judgment on them. Oh yeah, but back to here. No, I'm not even gonna say anymore. We need Resident Evil Outbreak Perfection, man. We need 1 and 2. Um, We need those remasters or remake or something or a third game, set in another city, bro. Like, come on, man. You got so many ideas. You guys making shit games like this. What are you doing? Okay, sorry about that. My mouse is kind of wonky. I need a new mouse or a mouse pad or something. Resident Evil 3. I'm gonna put it in the meh. We already know, and based on my feelings, like since I played the original, like you guys already know the word around the street for Resident Evil 3. You know, cut content. Jill is not the same Jill. Well, that could be your preference if you like the new Jill. I don't like this new Jill. They try too hard to make her a badass. It rubbed me the wrong way. Nemesis is a bitch. Um, and it's just overall short, bro. It's just not how we thought it was gonna be, like how Resident Evil Remake 2. So, yep. Now I'm gonna put this behind here because I need to figure that out. I think that is the original, but we have the original here. At least this is the I know this is the remake because I have the remake on the PS4. This is the original Resident Evil. So, but we're gonna get to that. Um, Resident Evil 0. Very good. Um, Rebecca needs her own game. I know the Rebecca fans have been asking for her own game. She needs her own game. Resident Evil 0 is pretty nice. Classic Resident Evil. Um, I played it. I like Bill. I like the story. Um, Billy. He deserves it. He deserves his own game or to come back. I think he's MIA. I don't know if he's dead, but like they said, like his character's MIA. But you know. Um. Again, this came with Resident Evil 3 remake. We lost. Okay, back to this. I forgot. We lost Mercenaries mode for this. So this is fucking trash, bro. I put no more than 5 hours into that game. We do not need. I don't care what type of PvP it is, whether it's asymmetrical, 6v6, 5v5, whatever. We don't need a fucking multiplayer PvP Resident Evil game. That shit's ass. Cut it out, Capcom. You can't do it. Stop it. Stop. Um, Original Resident Evil. Very good. I played it. We had choices, better RNG. Nemesis was actually scary and he chased you around, not at certain parts. What a shame. Resident Evil, the first Revelations with Jill and Chris. All right. Also, I think what system did it came out for? Damn, before it came out on the PS4. I think it came out for like the Nintendo or something, the DS. Yeah, it came out for the DS originally. And the controls were weird, and monsters were all blobs, but the story was all right. Chris and Jill on another adventure. It was all right. Never played this. I'm not sure what Resident Evil this is. Can I zoom in? Oh, Gun Survivor. Okay. I've never played it. I think it's an on-rail shooter also, so no judgment. Umbrella Corps. Fucking trash. Do I have to say any more? Do I have to say it again? Do I have to repeat myself? We do not need PvP games. Unless you could get, I don't know, man. Unless they got some good ass talent, but Capcom can't do a fucking PvP game, bro. Like, stop it. Well, they can, they got Marvel vs. Capcom, but what I meant by they can't do a multiplayer fucking Resident Evil game, which is funny because we got to talk about this next. But Resident Evil 2 remake perfection. I beat the game like 8 times. Do I even have to say anymore? It was a perfect remake. I'm actually like fucking. I have PSN now, and I'm actually gonna replay through this, but It was all right. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City was all right, and I know you guys are gonna flame me in the comments, but listen to what I had to say. I understand this game is trash, but for me, it was all right, and I'm gonna tell you for one big reason why. And it also has to deal with Resident Evil 3. Why Operation Raccoon City was all right for me was because of choices and the what if scenario. You ever had a favorite TV show or movie, like you ever thought about what if this character survived or what if things was done differently? You know, everybody always thinks that. So they had that whole what if scenario. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. You know, there was a lot of things. The controls were messed up, the zombie AI, everything was kind of janky, and they did had the multiplayer part of it. Again, oh my god, the hit detection. I didn't really play the multiplayer part. I only really did like the co-op stuff. You know, played through the story, but um this is all right. I had still had fond memories of this. This came towards the end of the PS3 life cycle. Not really towards the end. I'll say like 2-3 years before the PS3 started phasing out and we started going to the PS4. So I don't know, man. I had good times with this. It was janky, I know, and people don't like it. For various reasons, I know, but it's all right with me. Um, Resident Evil 2. Do we even have to say anything? No, we don't. The original Resident Evil, also, because that's what started everything. Oh, sorry about that. I really need to get a better mouse, or my eyes deceiving me. What is this? It's blending in, so I'm thinking the bar is right here, but it's right here. Anyway, um, the original Resident Evil is what kicked off everything. I don't have to say anymore. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, we're up here. I don't have to scroll down anymore. I'm just gonna stop scrolling down. Resident Evil 4. Hmm? Hmm. Where I'm gonna place it? Okay, Resident Evil 4. Is what divided the community. This was where people were saying, "Oh, they're doing too much action, not enough horror." But to me, Resident Evil 4 is very good. Even I don't like action in my survival horror games. You know, this is how it should go. There should be 80% survival horror, 20% action. If there's too much action, I can't mess with it, man. I don't dig with that. So Resident Evil 4, what more do, like, it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty good. Yo, this shit gave me nightmares, especially with the villagers saying "Uta telos" or some shit like that. Yeah, that shit rocked me when I was like, when I was in my teenage years, man. Resident Evil 4 did kind of fucked me up a little, especially when I played it on the GameCube. Like the whole atmosphere. This is what a Resident Evil game is, man. The atmosphere, the puzzles, you know, the enemy types. Yo, like, it could have action. You know, there were some action moments, but like the enemy types. The only thing I disagree with is the zombies having guns. Zombies should never be having guns, be shooting guns. But then again, if you know the story and the lore, they're not really like dead zombies. You know, it's like the Las Plagas virus. So like they're controlled parasites. But still, man, we when we play Resident Evil, just we think zombies, it's just regular zombies, but why they got guns? I could understand like a knife, a machete, when they died, maybe they was holding something in their hand, like a stick or a fork or whatever. But like a fucking gun, they know how to use it and aim. Come on, man. But I think that was my only gripe with that. Yo, Ada, sexy. Oh my god, Ada, sexy in here. She needs her own game too. Ashley was annoying, but the AI wasn't as bad. I don't know. Certain people had problems with the AI. Ashley was annoying at certain times, but it wasn't as bad. But yo, Resident Evil 4 did change a lot of things, and it changed the gaming industry in a lot of ways. And yeah, so it is very good. Not perfect, but very good. All right. Oh, again, I don't have to scroll. Um. Yep. And yep, I said it. I done it. Code Veronica is perfection. Oh, that's another thing. The reason why this ain't perfection. We don't need another remake. We don't need a remake of 4. 4 has been ported over so many times, has so many um masters, remasters, HD ports or whatever, upscaling. So the game, even though the controls are still tanky or clunky a little, the game still is fine. So we're getting a remake of 4 before we get Code Veronica. That I slightly disagree with. We need a Code Veronica remake first. Claire, your boy Chris. This game also have fond memories, especially like the first opening level where you were in that jail cell. Oh man, and things got crazy from there. So yeah, we need a remake of that. Resident Evil Survivor, I haven't played, so no judgment. Also on rails. Again, all these on. I don't know if all of them are on rail shooter, but I think most of them are. Resident Evil Gaiden, I haven't played. Again, um, did I have a Game Boy Color at the time? And what year did this come out? I'm not even sure. But yeah. Okay. Resident Evil Outbreak. We already spoke about this. Nothing more to say. Oh, the big one, the big one, the big one. Resident Evil 6. This shit fucking trash. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you believe. This game is fucking trash. Why do you think we got Resident Evil 7? Why you think it took a minute? This game is fucking dog shit. They tried so many ideas into once. It just didn't work. I get they tried the whole, Leon campaign is like a horror theme. Chris's campaign is more actiony. Jake's campaign and Sherry campaign, is like a mix between or some shit. And then you had Ada's campaign if you beat the game and unlocked it. No, I was happy, Ada had her little thing, but this game, the controls, this shit was not fun. I don't know who said they had fun with this game. They're fucking lying. This number 6 look like the giraffe is getting head. I know that joke has been made up several times, but shit, man, you could fucking see it. Resident Evil 6 is awful and should not be supported, man. This was the lowest of the low Capcom I've ever hit. I don't like I don't even want a remake of this because I guess what they're gonna do, they're gonna remake the mainline games. I'm not too sure, but this game came out a couple years ago. It still looks decent, I guess. I mean, it looks good. It was whatever, but there's no point of a remake. I guess upscaling or HD remaster. I don't know, but that's about it. But this game is awful, man. And I can't believe there's people that like this game and support this game and say, "Oh no, it's not that bad. Oh, this is what Resident Evil is supposed to be." Excuse me? Resident Evil is not supposed to be like this, or this, or this, or this. Excuse you, get back down here. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. So, Resident Evil Village. Where are we gonna put this at? We're gonna put it here. It's not trash, even though I wanna put it there. But this is a disappointment. Like, it's another yo, like, why was this made? Resident I don't want to speak too much about it because I'm doing an in-depth review, but I do not like Resident Evil 8. It's close to being next to, well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. 6 is awful. it's nowhere close as being awful as 6. But this shit is a massive disappointment, and people said this game is a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4. Hell no, bro. This game is just awful. So not awful, but like just a disappointment, man. Like people, yo, the hypocrisy in people. I can't wait till my review comes out, and I'm gonna expose everything. I'm waiting. Again, it is 5:44 a.m. January 18, 2020. I am waiting for Capcom to release the DLC so I can review this game as a whole. I may get impatient and just drop the review and I'll review the DLC by itself, but I'm waiting, man. But I've already like wrote a script. I wrote everything. It's gonna get real because I have some things to say about this game. This game, mm. And finally, I think this is just the original Resident Evil. That goes up there too. I played the remake, so I didn't play the original, but I did play the remake. So and the GameCube. So it was like 3 remakes. Um, yeah, the one we got for the PS4, and then the one we got for the GameCube, and this one came out for another system, I'm sure. But yeah, um, but yeah, this is my Resident Evil tier list. Um, some of you may disagree. That is fine. We could talk about it, or we could fight about it in the comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. What were you guys? It's 5 a.m. If I stuttered throughout this video, I'm sorry. Listen, man, I don't know why I chose this time. I'm tired, but I really wanted to get it out of the way before I'm busy, throughout the day or whatever. So, we could talk about it, discuss some certain things. Where do you think certain games belong? How do you feel about certain games? And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.